In this video essay, I will be discussing the reciprocal remediation between cinema and video games. When these two forms of media first started, they were completely unique to each other, appealing to people for vastly different reasons. Video games were simple polygons aimed at entertaining teenagers, while movies were an art form in a league of their own, unchallenged by any other form of media. With advances in technology and computer animation, it gave games and cinema space to grow. While games made the most use out of CGI, as games were wholly reliant on it, movies have also seen the potential in CGI as Hollywood producers and filmmakers have embraced digital technology. They have enthusiastically adopted computer graphic techniques in order to produce blockbuster films laden with special effects. First of all, we will be looking at games and their remediation of film. In the words of J. David Bolter, remediation describes a particular relationship in which homage and rivalry are combined. First of all, we will be looking at games and their remediation of film. Some of the more distinct forms of direct remediation of film and video games would be in the war genre. The example I wanted to examine here would be the remediation of the movie Enemy at the Gates. The game is fully aware of its origin and pays homage to its roots in cinema. While it's clear it is remediating the film in terms of setting, it fails to capture the tension in the moment, with the limited first-person shooter camera and the fast flow of the scene. These action games do not have the liberty of making time to create tension, as the player may get bored, as the idea of video games is for the player to be actively involved in what you are doing, rather than watching something unfold. This is an example of how games and movies are to be enjoyed in different ways, and therefore it is not a struggle between each other to remain relevant. While it is known that games have borrowed a lot from films, such as character development, longer cutscenes, and a story, it goes without saying that cinema has remediated video games, and this can be seen in movies that use motion capture and CGI. A phrase used by Kowitz states that, in a digital age, animation has expanded. Through visual effects, it can join seamlessly with live action, and increasingly, live action is incomplete without it. It is also now equally a part of the realm of new media. This is especially true in the movie Avatar, as it was able to be procedurally rendered as the film was being shot. This gave the director the opportunity to see how the film would look right away, without rendering it later. This technique has saved directors a lot of time throughout the years. This concept was first used by Virtua Fighter back in 1996. It is not so much that advances in technology are leading to the inevitable dissolution of cinema, rather they are creating new opportunities in a sea of convergence.